Hi, it's Lizzy B. Love. It's day 27 of my 30 days to my leap of faith. And tonight has been really emotional. It's 3 days until my leap of faith, and I'm supposed to be moving furniture tomorrow and then, finishing up Friday and leaving Saturday morning. And my message for the past few days has really been take it easy, take it slow. And so I'm even talking really slowly because part of taking it slow means feeling your feelings. And it means paying attention to yourself in ways that you probably don't want to. I know for me, the reason I get so busy, busy, busy all the time is I'm trying to stay one step ahead of my feelings, of my stuff, of the things that have blocked me in my life. And today I went to go see Amma, who is this beautiful, beautiful hugging saint from India. You go see her at different spiritual centers, and you can look her up if you're interested. AMMA, Amma. She's this Indian woman. She's amazing. But basically, what I realized from her was the reason that I am not receiving the abundance or the relationship or the things that I really want in my life is because I'm not open to receive them. You have to be open to receive. I felt this like intense love coming at me, and I felt my heart just shut down to it. It was like it was too much. I was like, no, I don't know how to deal with that. But it wasn't even a thought. It was just this knee-jerk reaction of like, oh my God, so much love. And that's really what it felt like, just like shedding. And so tonight, it's like I'm having this emotional release of the blocks and the reason that I felt that way, which is stuff from my childhood, stuff from, heartbreaks, from disappointments, from having a hard life, eating disorder, lots of different things I could name. But this sense of like me wanting a better life, me wanting a happier life, me wanting to be in a space of joy and contentment and all the things I say that I want, partnership, family, amazing, abundant career, a beautiful home, beautiful friends, community, all this amazing stuff. I have to allow that. I have to be open to receive that. And how do I do that? I have to face my stuff. I have to face my feelings. I have to face my fears. I have to face my doubts, my worries, my anxieties, my beliefs that tell me that I can't have it, that it's not possible, that it's not safe, that people don't really love me, whatever it is. I have to face it, and I have to let that go. And it's not easy. It's really not easy. As you can probably tell, I've been crying. I've been, which is not easy for me to do. It's been interesting. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I've had a really interesting day hanging out with friends, talking about stuff and processing a lot of emotions. And I don't know, like even now I feel really like spacey and not really in the moment because there's so much swirling around me. It's like I'm saying goodbye to this area and I'm leaving in a few days, but it's even deeper than that. It's like I'm saying goodbye to the old part of me because when I leave here, my leap of faith, I'm leaping away from my fear. I'm leaping away from the old story that told me I couldn't be who I wanted to be. I'm leaping away from the people, places, and things that told me that I had to conform to their ideal, to their vision of success, to the old paradigm, rather than be myself and follow my heart. I'm saying goodbye to the younger part of myself that was so depressed because she felt like she couldn't be herself authentically and still be loved and accepted by the world, which I now know is not true. I now know the only way to truly be loved and accepted by myself and by the people who matter is to be myself authentically. And I'm leaping into that place. I'm leaping into the new paradigm where there's infinite possibility and abundance is just free flowing. I'm leaping into the world where miracles happen. I'm leaping into the world where I am a miracle and I love myself. And I'm leaping out of the world of judgment and criticism and just, bullshit that doesn't matter. And there's a big fat moth trying to get in here, and moth to me symbolizes transformation of the dark. They're kind of like butterflies at night, you know. Butterflies are transformation, but moths are transformation in the dark, of the dark. It's a dark night of the soul, all of that, you know. Don't shy away from the dark. You need the dark because you have it. And if you ignore it, it's not going anywhere, and it might get festery, and, you know, you're going to have to face it someday. And yeah, it's been interesting because I feel like in the darkness, in those places, I've found the most grace, the most peace, the most acceptance and love of myself, because it's those places that were shunned by myself, by others, by the world. There's nothing wrong with the dark. There's truly, really nothing wrong with the dark at all. I had a client remind me recently of the story of these Buddhas, or these monks, these Tibetan monks. I forget which country, somewhere in Southeast Asia. They had this gigantic Buddha statue that they were trying to move for some reason. And so there's a crane lifting it up and moving it to a different location. And the crane, something happened and the Buddha dropped, and it landed really hard and it cracked. And people were, you know, worried and sad that they, you know, had broken this beautiful Buddha statue. But when they looked at it underneath in the cracks, they started to see this like shininess inside of it. And when they kind of like explored further, they saw that there was gold underneath. And what had happened is centuries before, the at the monks at the same center had, I think they were like under attack, or there was like marauders coming into the country, and so they covered this golden Buddha with like plaster or cement or something that to hide the golden the gold, so that way it wasn't stolen. Because if somebody just saw a big, you know, regular Buddha statue, they wouldn't steal it. But if they knew it was gold, they would have taken it and melted it down or something. So much to their surprise, they accidentally broke, you know, the statue, thinking they did something really wrong. But what they did is they found that beautiful golden hidden treasure underneath. And I was telling my client that that's like how life is sometimes. Sometimes you do things and you feel like such an idiot. You know, I feel like such an idiot sometimes, or I used to. And I'm like, damn it, I broke myself, or I broke this opportunity or something. Like I did something wrong. But really, you kind of break yourself open to see that beauty and that divine underneath you. It's like breaking yourself down to build yourself back up, kind of thing. And it's like the Leonard Cohen song. It's like the cracks and things, it's how the light gets in. Like there's a golden divinity, there's a golden spark of light underneath all of us. And we just cover ourselves up for protection. We cover ourselves up with beliefs of, you know, we can't trust people, people hurt me, the world is not safe, I can't trust, whatever it is, you know, like abundance is not easily received. I, you know, don't know how to have a relationship. Like whatever it is, that these false beliefs that we take on to protect ourselves when we're young or when we're not so young, that's the false self. That's the plaster that gets put on top of the gold. And sometimes when we have breakdowns, when we have these meltdowns like I've had tonight, it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. It actually means that you're breaking off the top layers of bullshit. You're breaking off the illusions and you're getting closer to the deep truths. And something I realized today was spiritual evolution, spiritual growth does not look pretty. It does not feel pretty. Sometimes it's real ugly. I had a friend's teacher once who said, you need to cry sometimes. And you need to be so crying that your face looks ugly. Like you're not supposed to look pretty. You're supposed to look ugly because you're crying so hard. That is a successful spiritual experience. Let it go. You know, let yourself go. Let yourself feel and cry. And things will shift. So that kind of goes along with the theme today of just not pushing yourself, not, it's kind of a mixture of not making things wrong, not making yourself wrong, just being in the moment. And also just like, what if everything is going right? You know, what if everything you feel like is going wrong is actually going right? And actually everything is for your benefit? What if everything right now is for your benefit. I'm sure as parents, your kids resent you and get pissed off at you about so much stuff. Or if you don't have kids, you remember your own parents doing things and you got so pissed off and they were like, it's for your own good, it's for your own good. What if the universe was like that? And what if it was for our own good? I've cared for children that just want to eat candy all the time, and it was for their own good to not let them eat candy. And they were pissed off. They wanted to eat candy. Like, I want to eat candy all the time. I want to just have fun and just have like amazing experiences. But that's just not the way it is because it's not for my highest and best. There's lessons I have to learn. And what if you walked around with that understanding that nothing is meant to punish you, that nothing is actually wrong, and maybe everything is right? It would be totally a different experience. So, I don't know. I just want to leave you with that idea that maybe everything in this world is happening for your benefit. And even though I felt, I still feel really intense. This video feels really hard to do. I feel really spacey. I wanted to do it to like be in the authentic expression of tonight. And I'm just going to get up. I'm still going to go to sleep. I'm still going to get up tomorrow and do what I need to do. And I will tune in, make a video tomorrow night, let you know how it's going. And it's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, kids. And that's okay. And it's important to surround yourself with people who understand that. I had a friend tonight who just sat and listened to me and, didn't really have much to say because she totally agreed with where I was at and understood why I was crying. And then my other friend just, I was talking to her and telling her that I'd had a hard time. And she was like, I hope you have a good cry. And that's probably the best thing that I had heard all day long. I think there should be actually cards, like greeting cards for people that say, I hope you have a good cry. Because I think so often people are like, have a good day, or I hope you feel better, or, it's like always feeling better. Like, what if you don't need to feel better? What if you need to feel your feelings? So having a good cry was the best thing that she could have said, because it really gave me an opportunity to give myself permission to have a good cry, which I did. So to you out there, if you need to, have a good cry. I hope you have a good cry. I hope you release whatever it is that you're feeling, because it's the new moon. So new moon wishes, make wishes. I wish that I am able to feel my feelings and clear my blocks to receive love and abundance and joy. And I wish that for all of you. So I hope you all have a good sleep too, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.